Good evening. How's it, guys? How you doing? Welcome once again. It's your boy Kitopia FX. With Kitopia Capital Link. Guys, I just want to quickly break down a trade that I actually took on Aussie dollar. So I'm going to quickly remove all my drawings on the chart, as you can see, guys. So remember, we talked about we do top-down analysis, guys. Okay, so we trading patterns and structures, and then at the same time we are doing top-down analysis. So I want you to pay attention closely with what's been happening with Aussie dollar here, guys. So this is a weekly chart. We are on a weekly chart, and we did mark up our highest point and our lowest point. Okay, we used these zone markups. I marked up our highest point there, and then we marked up our lowest point, guys. Okay, so I want to just quickly walk you through a trade that I took on Aussie dollar, and honestly speaking, I wasn't aware there was some news coming out, and uh, I was just looking at structure and pattern and the price action, and that's how I actually took my trade. Do you understand? So overall, the news adds volatility to the market, guys, but structure is king. Patterns and structure is king, guys. So you can see here what was forming. We came from an impulse move, and then we corrected, and then we dropped impulsively again. And then from that point of moment, Aussie dollar has been what? Has been going bullish. Okay, so we are at the point where we are still going bullish, but obviously there are some patterns within patterns, guys. So we are going to go to the daily time frame because I want you guys to look at this structure that I was looking at on the daily time frame. There's a structure I was looking at on the daily time frame. Okay, and so I've marked up my outer structure. That's my outer structure. Price would take long to get to those levels. Okay, and then we are going to mark up with our ley lines, guys. This is our highest high, and this is our lowest low. Okay, now within these areas, guys, there is also something that is happening with price. Look at what is happening with price here. Look at what is happening with price and what was happening. So we moved from an impulse up, and then we corrected, and then we impulsed up. We created our highest high, right? Look at how we dropped. We retraced, and there was more like a head and shoulder, inverted head and shoulder pattern forming there. You can see it wasn't that clear, but it was an inverted head and shoulder pattern. And then from that point, price started doing what? Correcting sideways. Okay. So as price was correcting sideways, obviously there is still more structure to look at there, guys. There is still structure to look at. So this is the structure I was looking at. I was looking at this level here. Okay. And I was looking at this level here. I was looking at this level here. Okay, so this is actually on the on the daily, and then I'll go down to the 4 hour time frame, so you can also see exactly how my thought process was, and how I was actually looking at this price overall as the structure played out, right? And I'm just going to do a Libre as well, because I want to show you what I was looking at. So from there, okay, we've had this structure, guys. We've had this structure, and honestly speaking, this is the structure I had here. I had this structure here, okay. that expanding descending channel. Okay, that expanding channel, a little bit expanding. Okay, so now we move to our most current price, right? Overall, you can see this is the structure we've had overall, right? And remember, within the same structure, there are patterns and structures within uh, structures and within patterns as well. So there's a lot of pattern, and you need to just be able to see and to understand pattern separation. So you can separate all the patterns. You can separate the patterns. So you play with you play around with the patterns. Look at what we had here. Here we had a head and shoulder, an inverted head and shoulder. Do you see how it played out? Look at the way it played out. Exactly the way inverted head and shoulder pattern is supposed to play out. That's how it played out. So now we move closely to our bit of current structure, right? Current structure pattern. Okay, we move to this pattern, to this price. Look at this correction, guys. Look at this. This is another pattern here, another expanding pattern. You already had one, two, three. The third touch always has the what highest probability of playing out, right? So you can see as you even move down, we are finding more structures and more patterns within patterns. Okay, so this is what I was actually looking at a few days ago. I was looking at this bit of price. Okay, um, so this is where I was currently, and then I was looking at this bit of price, guys. So we didn't have a high yet, so we didn't make another high yet, so I wasn't sure what was going to happen at this point. I was actually expecting price to move that way and then correct like that, right? Give us that correction. Okay, and then what I was looking for in that correction, I was looking for a buy. Initially I was hoping for a buy if price gave us that correction coming to these levels here, right? But that didn't actually happen. The whole lot of yesterday price was correcting and correcting and correcting. So let's just hit the Libra button. You see how price was correcting, right? Yes, you look at the way price was correcting. You see how price was correcting. See how it was correcting, right? Oh, no, 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 no. That was too fast. That was too fast. That was too fast. Uh, I forgot, guys. I forgot that we are actually on the 4 hour time frame. Okay, so I want us to go to the 1 hour time frame so we can actually look at this bit of price. Okay, so after we created this this double bottom here, guys, you see we created a double bottom, but in a form of what, a descending channel or flag sort of. So initially when I saw this, I was looking at a buy here. Okay, but I wasn't that interested in that buy here actually, because I didn't like the way price was moving. It was too corrective, and the risk ratio reward would be very, very little. Look at that, guys. So that's what I was expecting, right? For price to come to these levels and still come back to give us a third touch, right? That's what I was actually looking at right there. And then uh, let's play that. You see, let's play that. I'll show you guys where my entry was. Um, I'll show you guys where my entry was. Yeah, you see how price broke above that level. So when price broke above that level, I knew now we had a what? A resistance. So we've got This is a correction. Just remember, this is just a bigger flag. Okay, this was just a bigger flag, a bigger correction. Okay, this was just a bigger flag, correcting in that manner, right? So this was a bigger flag connecting, guys. So when I saw this, I was like, wow, okay, this is good. This is good now. Um, After some time, I'll show you guys what happened there. There was a candle that I looked at that really um, gave me the signal. Yeah. Now, after I saw that we closed, we broke above, obviously, catching people on the wrong side. Those ones that are thinking, oh, this is gonna break to the upside, coming to test these levels here. Obviously, if it breaks there, coming to test these levels, and then from there, price can drop, right? That's another scenario, guys, but that didn't actually happen. So what happened here is when I saw that, I was like, fuck, man. Okay, I'm gonna take my short position right here. Bam! Put my short position. My stop loss just above. My stop loss was actually 10 pips, and then my take profit was 40 pips. I was targeting these areas here. That's where I was targeting, and we were in the position, guys. So we were in the position, and boom! Look at how we dropped. That's how we dropped, guys. That's how we dropped. That was the drop. I had about five position on this that were running, guys, and I just actually recovered from from my previous losses that I had. So it was overall a good trade, like best trade of the week. And what I wanted to show you guys is that structures and patterns really play a big part. This is the structure I was looking at. This is the structure I was looking at, guys. Even before the news, I knew I was looking for a sell. Okay, I knew that I was looking for a sell right at the break of that structure because this was a corrective structure. This is a bearish continuation structure, right? You see the way this flag is. This is a bearish flag, a continuation of obviously, but I wasn't expecting price to drop this low, so I ended up closing my trades in profits. Actually, they were my take profits were hit. I didn't actually automatically close them; they were just hit and then got closed. So the area I was looking at least was these areas. Around these areas, I was looking at those areas for price to reverse back. Yeah. So this was the trade I took, guys. It was a very good trade, and from now we can expect the market to actually correct this whole drop because remember this volatility and this strong impulse move has been as a result of the news. Okay, the news contributed to this. So uh, for price and structure and pattern, it will have to correct this move. So we'll depending with how we are going to correct here in these areas, if we're going to get a corrective structure like that to the downside. Okay, if we can get a corrective structure to the downside, let's remove that. If we can get a corrective structure to the downside, guys, so our corrective structure should be like this, like that. Okay, maybe for 6 hours, about 6 hours, and then we can start to look for more opportunities, more buy opportunities to the upside, because overall this whole structure is its highest probability of playing out those we like overall structure we are looking for buys, okay, long-term buys, okay, even when you go down to so we are looking for long-term buys because we were corrective. Remember, we came from an impulse. the downside, and then this has just been a bigger correction, even though it's a correction, but there are opportunities and lots of opportunities within that same collection. So overall, guys, we'll be looking at something like moving to the upside to come and test these areas. Remember, we had one touch, we had one, two, three, so we are expecting a fourth touch there, and then we can obviously sell off or probably go and hit and touch these highs here. These highs, yeah, we might possibly go and touch those highs. But for now, probably by tomorrow, we might correct, and then we have one, two, three, four touches, and then we can move back up. So yeah, guys, this was a great trade. It's your boy Kitopia FX, just doing a quick breakdown analysis on the trade that I took. So yeah, please like and subscribe, guys, so we can help the channel grow. You know, we all start from somewhere. So Kitopia FX, this is the journey to consistency. I'm out.